doing here? I don't belong here. No. Whoa. And she's running out of time. Mic check. Shit. Oh, I got a frog in my throat. Mic check. You guys hear me okay? Ah-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha. We just did the stream with Vosh, and God bless him, he reposted the clip to his YouTube channel, and like one of the comments on it right there was just like, for the love of God, get rid of that ah-ha-ha, please. Like, it's literally borderline unwatchable. Is what they said. It's like maybe I should turn it down a little bit. It is really loud on the like when I'm rewatching the clips. It's like I'll be like talking, and I'm just like talking about random shit, and all of a sudden it's like aha, aha. Hey, we're bottling sunshine. Hey, everybody. Prayers up for Bottling Sunshine. Her little pooch just underwent surgery. One of my favorite artists, and I asked them to join me on today's stream, but they are tending to their cute little dog who underwent surgery, which is understandable. But Bottling Sunshine, if you're listening to this, please, I will do anything. Come on my stream. Please. I need you here. Give Roscoe some love. He's drugged up and miserable. Alright, let me go to Maine so I want to talk to Roscoe directly. Jump scare warning. 3, 2, I have a really scary image on... I was just drawing. I know October's over, so like the horror art thing is kind of like out the door now, but just a warning... Before I started streaming, I was drawing something really scary. So, if you have weak constitutions, if you're prone to, I don't know, not epilepsy, but if you're prone to, if you have weak constitutions, I would really recommend you turn your monitor off for this jump scare. Okay, I'm sorry in advance. It's really gory. It's really nihilistic. Anyway, okay, so just get ready, guys. Alright, I'm switching to main. Gadzooks! Hang on, I'm moving the chat over here so I can actually see what you guys are doing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, yeah, there's not really any reason for me to have... I just have OBS over here. Yeah. Oh, did I not update the thing? Okay, there we go. I think we're good. Dear God! Can you hear the smooth... the jams playing in the background there, by the way? I thought adding a little bit of music to stream... I know a lot of streamers don't add music to streams, and I'm not going to add them to all of them, but... Oh, you only hear me, faintly. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. Whoa! Christoph King is gifting 2 tier 1 subs to the community. Canned soy milk and tech priest Engizir. Welcome to the family. What do you think of this? You may not like it, but this is peak male performance. This is pretty much as good as it gets, folks. Let me, Oh, some of you who are really astute may have noticed I am now using Krita. Jesus. And still with the new computer, I don't know how to make it so it'll stop doing it twice. I have no idea. Oh! Sucks JPEG. Is it louder than ever? I turned it way down. I don't know what it is about this audio clip. I turned it like super down. Is it still really loud? Sucks JPEG. Turn it up. I really don't think I should turn it up. Oh my god, I was dying laughing at this clip that somebody posted to Twitter where somebody was playing Minecraft and it was modded so all of the sounds are like super loud. Has anybody seen that? And he's like, every time he eats, it's just like, oh, what up, Dono? Oh my god. Christoph King. Dude, Christoph King is going, Christoph King's going nuts. A hype train is close. Oh my god, Lizard Skincare. Dude, what's with the love? You guys are coming in hot right now. Hype train incoming. T-pose on them. I have no furniture, so I can T-pose wherever I want. I can T-pose here. I can T-pose here. I'm T-posing. T-pose. What is the T-pose? Hey there, I've been watching your VOD. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Lizard Skincare. Lizard Skincare. Been watching the VOD. Do it upside down. T-pose upside down. Hang on, my phone's in my pocket. Alright, I'm gonna T-pose upside down, guys. Hang on. Okay, hang on, give me one sec. I think I can do it. Against the wall? What's the perks of the Patreon again? Oh, Hernandez! This is gonna be an art class. I am gonna draw on here, but I'm gonna T-pose. Here we go. You know what? Here's gonna be the lesson of today's stream, okay? Jesus Christ, I'm out of breath. It's not about how many times you fall down, right? It's about falling down, getting back up again, and T-posing on them anyway. Woo! At least that time I remember to take my phone out of my pocket. But anyway, I have news. It's not very exciting. It's not really exciting news, but it is news because some of you guys may be curious because I've talked about it before. Oh yeah, the reason I'm using Crete. Sorry, I hate listening to people when they're out of breath because it like makes my anxiety go up. So I'm sure that somebody at home is feeling the same way right now. But holy shit, that just took it out of me. What the hell? Hey, mods, get this shit out of my chat. What is this crap? Oh my god, oh fuck. Sorry, Dawi KK. But you were gone. Everybody say goodbye to Dawi KK. Oh, he beat me to it. Oh boy, I'm gonna click. It's so funny, the guys, prayers up, dude. Prayers up, baby. Baby girl, don't be sharing your stuff on someone's stream. You know what? They might have, they might have, you know, they might have had good intentions. But anyway, listen. So for one thing, the reason I'm using Krita is because it's free, and it was recommended to somebody in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but somebody recommended it to me. It might have been Annie. Annie might have recommended it to me. And it's a free sort of alternative to Clip Studio. Look, guys, I don't know if this is gonna get me banned, but there was a certain word that you could use to describe the way that I acquired Clip Studio Paint. Jack Sparrow, Captain Hook, somebody give me another one. Anyway, I got it the first time on my computer, which, by the way, I did the same thing on my old computer. You guys know I'm on my new computer now because the subathon was a success. Anyway, yeah, I got a new computer and I had to re-download a bunch of stuff. Whoa, Christoph King! Thank you. Oh my god, Christoph King, you're going nuts, dude. We're hitting another hype train right now. Is this the second hype train? Christoph King, thank you for the gift sub. So anyway, so I got a new computer, which was great. Oh my god. Alright, I got a T-pose on him again, sorry. I'm halfway through a thought that's pretty important, but I got a T-pose on him. Yowlitz! Thank you, my brother. I am always thankful. Thank you, my brother. Anyway, go Miami Heat. Per verified. Do you guys like... The person on the Vosh stream response was like, please get rid of the ahaha. Borderline unwatchable is what they kept saying. Beetle feet unlocked. This is for you guys. Just a toe. Oh, that was too much. Oh. Oh, what's that? Guys, I have a guest on stream. His name's Tony. Anyway. What the hell was I talking about? I honestly cannot remember. Huge get. Toby Maguire. Hey guys, I got Toby. Hey guys, you want to meet Toby Maguire? He's way friendlier than the media would let on. Anyway, I guarantee I'm gonna completely forget that that's there, and then like it's gonna like I don't know. I'm gonna be at like my parents' house and they're like, "What's that?" Anyway, so new computer, and I had to download a whole bunch of new I had to download a whole bunch of new, or all the software that I had on my old one. Dude, the media doesn't want to talk about that, but that's the worst part about getting a new computer is having to re-download everything. And I don't know, just the way God intended, you can't just put everything on a hard drive and move it over to the new computer. You have to download each individual thing, which is annoying because, like, I'm sure most of this stuff, if you buy it once, then you don't have to buy it again. You still got to download it. But most of the stuff I don't buy, so it was kind of a pain in the ass, especially like, dude, the big one, I don't, whatever. Look, guys, it is always morally correct to pirate Adobe products. Sorry, shouldn't say that, but whoa, 101 MLE, aha. Thank you. Subscribe with Prime. Anyway, getting Adobe on my old computer was seriously like a week-long endeavor. Like I kept having to like go back. Oh, I just got owned by the chat. Bro, you drawing yourself? I basically had to download like Gobble mode. I basically had to download it on my computer, and sometimes when you download stuff like that, it's like you have to like, it's crazy. It's like you have to. It's like, okay, open this file. Now open your firewall. Copy this file into this file. Type this code into your firewall. Now you should be set, but make sure your internet's off. Otherwise, it's never going to work and your whole computer will be corrupted. And like, I literally had to go through that shit when I was getting, like, these are the big three. I have, big two, basically, is Adobe Illustrator and Premiere. I have After Effects too for some animation. Dude, it was a freaking nightmare to get it on my old computer. So this time I was like, I literally blocked out a whole day. I'm like, I know all of today is going to be spent trying to get these freaking Adobe products on my computer. Dude, this time around I downloaded it, no problem. Literally no problem, like easy as pie. I have no idea why. Works fine. Your internet is... So my provider doesn't catch me. Yeah, that's happened to me once before. We got back when I was living with my parents, we got a letter in the mail from AT&T because I think I downloaded like Wolf of Wall Street or something. I don't know. And they were like, if you do this again, nothing's going to happen, but don't do it again. It was like literally a letter like that. But my mom was like, did one of you guys download a movie illegally? And me and my brother were like, no. You know, it's so funny. You can't tell your parents about downloading stuff illegally because they literally, it's like they don't, it's just that they're of a slightly different generation, so they don't get how, like, you know, there's different types of crime. There's like misdemeanor and felony, and then like pirating software is like, or like not even software, like a movie is like way down. So, you know, that, like, you don't want to tell them, like, oh, yeah, I downloaded that illegally. Just like, oh, yeah, my friend gave it to me. But anyway, so this time around, I don't know why, but freaking Clip Studio Paint would not freaking download. Couldn't get it to work for the life of me. Then it was another one where it was like, okay, make sure you drag the flimbus into the bimbus, and you have to, like, type this and upside down T-pose and all this other crap. I was like, oh, you know, this is too much. That was your parents trying to stop you playing the game. I was like, I was like, okay, fuck this. But then I remembered, oh, let me just try this other app, Krita. And the truth is, if I'm being 100%, I was only using Clip Studio for, I know it's a very robust program. People use it for animation and a bunch of other stuff, but I was only using it for the streams. All of my drawings happen on paper. I never was using it for anything else. So I downloaded Krita, and like everything that I need is on here. Oh my god, Christoph King. Dude, Christoph King coming in hot with the gifted sub. Gifted a tier 1 sub to C-Phase. Welcome to the family. Krita for life, free open source software. Woo! Yeah, that's real. Open source software is very based. And yeah, so the fact that I downloaded it, worked right away. It's like pay what you wish. I didn't pay anything, but maybe I should have. If you download it, you could probably donate some money. I probably should have done that. But I just wanted to see that I liked it and that it worked. And dude, it works great. It really is like identical. It's the same. So anyway, so it's great. So I've been using it. I used it on, I don't remember if I even used it on the last stream. I don't actually know if we've done a class, an art class, or like a solo stream since I got my new computer. I've streamed a bunch, but I'm pretty sure it's all been with Yolaswag or Vosh or or both or something like that. The aha needs to be louder. All right, I'll turn the sub alert up slightly. Yeah, I think we only did I did the draw stream with Yolaswag, which was really fun. And I want to bring Bottling Sunshine on here. I want to bring Gumshoe on here. I want to bring House of Decline on here. There's a lot of people that I'd like to bring on to draw with me, but I need to ask first. But anyway, why is this? This looks weird. There we go. But I'm loving the new computer. It's really nice. I have 2 monitors and my tablet, which is freaking nuts. It's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I've got Discord open here, which, by the way, if you're watching and you want to join the Beetle Moses art class Discord, there's a free Discord server that you can join where we just finished our Inktober, and people are still posting their drawings and art projects in there on the daily. which is dope. And yep, that's the Discord link right there. That that Mr. Universe Squid got Nightbot to drop. So if you click that, totally free to join. You can hop in there. I think we have like 400 people in there right now. Now it's Inkvember. Yep. And yeah, it's a. I think it's. I mean, look, maybe I'm biased because my name's in the freaking title, but I think it's a really fresh art community, and especially because there's a really wide range of like where people are at their artistic like journey. You know what I mean? So like, I think we have some people in there. I know we have some people in there who are like insanely talented and like just like strong artists. Whoa, Christoph King! Oh shit! Thank you. And we have a lot of people who are just starting out, and it's just a really positive community. It's been really fun. If you're a subscriber to the channel, a couple times a month. I did last month, and maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I'll do one tomorrow, maybe. If not tomorrow, we'll get one in there next week. But I did a chat with like the subscribers on it. There's a sub-only VC on there, so if you're a Twitch subscriber, it's linked to the Discord. And we just were chilling in there, and actually it was really fresh. It was like a little group because it was the first time we had done something like that. I want to say there was like 6 of us in there, and we were just chatting, and everybody was they were actually helping me set up for the subathon, which was really exciting. So anyway, if you want to be in a chat with me, and if you're subscribed to the Twitch channel, we can hang out in VC, which is dope. I love being able to like hang out and talk to you guys, because right now it's just me talking. Whoa, Gregor Clegane, subscribe with Prime. Love you, baby, love you. It is art centric, but it's a Greggy C. It's Greggy C. Powerful. Thank you for the subscription, and yeah, I think it's a really good community. It's really funny, like a lot of cool drawings in there, and I mean the art was like out of control during Inktober. Like we had people that I seriously think contributed art like every single day, which was awesome, and now we still have a bunch of like contributors that are like or artists that are still just like, oh, here's something that I'm working on, or even just here's something that I found that I think is really cool, or that I want to emulate this style. You know, it's awesome. So anyway, I would love to see you over there. Even if you're not a sub, you can totally just join and hang out. It's a great community. So here's an update for you, because I know some of you guys were curious about this, and this is not. I'm not coming at this. I don't want this to sound negative in any way. Okay, I'm just sharing a very recent update that just happened today. I just heard back. As a lot of you guys know, I was working on a long form comic, which I finished. That was like 2 or 3 months ago that I wrapped on it, called Druzy. Which is available for download. It's on my little web store, which is linked in the little... if you want to check it out. It's also available on my Patreon. Patreon.com/coldcuts. If you want to check it out there. Anyway, I finished that one, and part of what I really wanted to do was... the reason that I got it done in that time frame is I wanted to submit it to this open submission... contest? I don't know what it was. Not really a contest, but basically there was an indie comic publisher that announced they were doing open submissions for the first time. They were looking for people who had never been published, or were kind of starting out or something. And I was like, oh, that's me. I'm pretty much just starting out. I've never been published for like my own work, and they were looking for a comic that was something. I think it was like between 25 and 50 pages, and I was like, dude, amazing. I have something that's literally that. I mean, I had it like pencil sketched up to a certain point, but I was like, they were like, get it done by the end of August, submit it to our Dropbox, and if we like it, we will print it. We'll like put it into print, basically. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. So anyway, I ended up finishing in time, and I submitted it. I'm really happy with how it came out. It was a fantastic learning experience, and proud of myself overall, because because it was the longest I've ever worked on a project before. Anyway, just heard back from that publisher, and they said thanks but no thanks. So not getting published. But I still am really like I am really like happy that I finished it anyway. I kind of had a sneaking suspicion that I wasn't going to get selected, and it's okay. It's like, I'm really happy that it's finished, and just that I have it. You know what I mean? Like, it's very special to me. Love how it came out, and I just want more people to read it. Like, I think I've sold something like digital copies, and we've had like something in the neighborhood of like 130 downloads, and I've had a lot of people respond, and 130 downloads plus if you're on the Patreon, which I might as well also just plug that in here. It's also available on the Patreon, so plus the people who were on there that have read it, and I also sent it to a few really close friends of mine too, and everybody was just really like complimentary and proud of me and had really kind words to say, and was just like, that was awesome. Like that, just to feel like my community and the people who are invested in me were like really like excited about it and liked the story and you know what I mean, and were just like talking to me about it. And I had like a conversation with like House of Decline about it, and he had like a whole interpretation of it, which honestly wasn't even my like intention, but I was like, oh yeah, like I could totally see that. Or maybe there was like a subconscious part of me that, maybe that was influenced like in that direction. And like just having those conversations with people has just been like so exciting, that even when I saw that this company just responded to me and they were like, no, we're not going to take it, I was like prepared for it, I guess. Like I didn't really even feel like I had a moment of like, oh no, now what am I going to do? I'm like, no, I'm still really happy that I had it. And so anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this is the method of this is basically the MO of today's stream is that, guys, I think I can't teach you guys everything. I'm still figuring this stuff out too. I'm really early on in this, so you guys are kind of figuring it out alongside with me. But I know this already, and you guys should know this too. Is that just rejection is, dude? It's just a part of it. You know what I mean? Like rejection is just like a part of. It's a part of the process, and I think especially as like a creative, like as an artist, you know what I mean. I just think like. You gotta go through that shit, and like I didn't really feel too much like it was very like painful, to be rejected. Oh, I'm like realizing who's in chat right now. Greggy C, what's happening? And Adam, have you done a collab with Steph on Patreon? No, I don't. I have not. Maybe I gotta hit her up. What's going on, guys? I was like watching chat. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, anyway, if you guys have not checked out that comic, Druzy, it's like a 50-page comic that I finished. I think it's a pretty like quick read. I don't know about a fun read, but I think it's pretty fun. I worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of it. I think if you guys like my regular comics, I think you'll like Druzy as well. So I would encourage you to either check out the Patreon, or you could download it directly from my web store if you just want to have that copy of it on your mobile or on your computer. Love if you guys read it, because I loved drawing it. And I love you, and I want to share as much art with you guys as possible. Anyway, what else can I talk about? Any questions? Should we just get started here? Let's look. Should we draw something? I don't know. I didn't have anything planned to draw today. Here's what I'm feeling. I'm gonna give him some long. How's that look? Druzy was peak. Thank you. I really did enjoy drawing it, and I had a pretty strong suspicion. Like, I think when I first submitted it, I was like, oh, baby, this is getting picked for sure. Like, this is definitely getting picked. And then, like, a week or two passed, and I was like, I don't think they're going to go for this shit. So, maybe in some way I should have, like, earlier on been like, It's okay if it doesn't happen, but at this point, I'm like, it is okay. Like, it's chill. Like, it's fine. I would like more people to read it, and I think that's the only disappointing part is that I wanted more people to see it. You know what I mean? Can we all hang out again soon? Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. On God, that's a goblin. He's got some chest hair too. Oh my God, you should have asked permission before trying one-of-one likeness. Let's see. I think the feeling that it was good can be the reward you know for yourself you knocked out of the park. Thank you. I mean, well, dude, I already am, well, it's kind of behind the scenes, but I already am writing my next long piece. So, you know, I want to continue to, like, promote Druzy because I really want more people to, like, you know, I want more people to read it, of course, and that's why I'm a little disappointed that it's not getting picked up because I'm kind of like, oh man, is this like, I don't want to, you know, I have too much on my plate to self-publish because that's going to just require a lot from me, and so like, you know, I'm kind of like, well, maybe a time will come that somebody else can basically like, you know, someone else will see it, or I can put it in front of somebody else, and maybe they'll publish it in the future. But for the time being, it's just going to be available, you know, by myself. Let's see. How do I get special Discord channel access? VC sometimes sounds cool. Christoph, I'm pretty sure since you're subscribed, you're in there already. I think once you're in the Discord, there's just the sub-only VC, which you should see over there. Let me see. I'm looking at the Beetle Moses Discord. Yeah, there's a sub chat right there, which you should have access to. I think it's voice only, but yeah, you're in there. All right, guys, what are we drawing? Give me something to draw. I'm gonna show you guys how to draw something too. Let's make a new one here. He's not going anywhere, but submissives only. Teletubby Noises says, "Don't ignore me." Well, what do you say? Longest Jorkinet sesh. Okay. Well, I didn't ignore you. I just said. Anyway, two goblins fighting to get into the same pair of pants. Yo, Beat! What up, yeehaw punk? A duck on a skateboard. Dolphin Dots. Yo, what up? I don't have access to the sub channel. Is there a mod I can at? Yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm pretty sure I might be the only mod. But I'll take a look at that afterwards. Okay, let me see. Maybe Mort, maybe a Teletubby. What should we draw? Oh, yep. C-Phase is right. You have to connect your Twitch. It takes like 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds. If you Google search, if you link you have to link your Twitch profile to your Discord for it to work. Sorry, should have mentioned that. But it's like easy. I think it's literally like if you go into your like settings, there's like a button you can just click that's like link profile, and you can just link your Twitch right there, and then you'll have access to the thing. Thank you, C-Phase. I completely would have forgotten that. But yeah, super easy. Goblin versus Gremlins. Two skeletons putting each other back together after bumping into each other. What's with the goblin theme? A goose running away with a skeleton's femur. A lot of skeletons. Draw your parents. They're very proud of you. What am I feeling? You know what's something that I think is helpful? Okay, nobody has suggested this, but it's something that I've kind of been in the mode of drawing a lot recently. And I think you guys might like drawing this one too. So I think we're gonna draw. I kind of want to draw a robot with you guys because we can also get kind of wacky with it, which is really fun. So I'm gonna show you guys how I draw a robot. Now, if you're watching, who's watching for the first time right now? Any first time watchers? Maybe teach us how to draw Druzy. Oh, that'd be fun. We can do that too. We'll start with a robot, and then, yeah, I think we'll do that too. First time watcher, OC! That reminds me. Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Do I have the... Wait a minute. Is it saved? Oh, dude, I gotta pull it up. Hold, please. Okay, let me restore my pages here. I totally forgot. I have to pull up this one image that I forgot about. Commandments. Beetle commandments. Yes, sir. Okay. Open file. Hang on a sec. Open in folder. Easy. Okay. Excellent. Okay, guys. So, if you are a first-time watcher, or as C-Phase is saying, if this is the longest you've ever chilled here, all right. I have something very exciting to show. What the fuck? Why isn't this going in? Huh? It's not working. Oh, it was doing this before. There it is. It's because I have my thing is positioned wrong. This is not, wow. This is not just a chill sesh. This is a drawing class. Okay? I'm going to show you guys, okay, how to draw with me. So, if you want to draw along, even if you're not an artist, if you've never drawn before, okay, if you're really unfamiliar, if you're nervous to draw, if you want to start drawing, but you're too afraid to get started, this is the stream for you. I'm going to show you guys really easy how to draw funny, silly little cartoons. The kind of stuff that I like to draw, which I think is fun to draw. I think you guys are going to enjoy it too. Okay? Free game. Free friggin' game. And all you need, I swear to God, is a piece of paper and a pen. Bing, bong. That. Okay? That's all you need. If you have a piece of paper and a pen, you're going to be able to follow along just fine. So, if you were thinking about just chilling, I would highly encourage at least one of you who was like, I was just going to chill today. Just one of you. I want you to go grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and draw along with me. All right? You're going to love it. And then at the end of the stream, you won't just have had a great time, okay, watching. You will have a little treat. You're going to have a drawing at the end. This drawing that's sitting here, I had to storyboard the comic that I did. It was yesterday's comic, the one that was like drawing in class again. And then he is he's like got a flying device, like he drew, and then he's a valedictorian. I had to like plot it out. Specifically the top panel, I had to I had to like make sure that was gonna work. But anyway, so at the end of the stream, you're gonna have a little drawing, okay? And then you can hang it up on your wall. You can give it to your sister. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But you'll get something out of it, all right? Which I think is more than can be said for other streamers, all right? No shade. But I think you're going to get some valuable skills and a physical little gift at the end of it, okay? That you're going to make yourself. Yeah, and as 101 Mile has said, at the end of the stream, everyone is in the habit of, which is amazing, posting their art in the Beetle Moses Discord. So if you haven't joined that one yet, you absolutely should. Mosey on over there so that after the stream is over, you can see everybody's thing. You can see everybody's drawing. I'm going to keep it nice and easy, all right? Yes, and some of you may have noticed, if this is your first time watching a drawing class in a little while, some of you may have noticed I have this is a new Beetle Commandments image, fairly new. I drew it in prep, I think I drew it for the subathon because I wanted everything to just look really nice for the subathon, so I re-upped it. And now the thing is, on the previous one, there was this stock photo of like an Indian guy. Yeah, there he is, like giving a thumbs up, which was extremely powerful. And a lot of people were really insistent that he should not go. He should still be present in the new one. And if you're looking at this image for the first time and you're like, where's the guy? I just want you to rest assured he is in this image. You might not see him right away. But he's still here. He is still in the new commandments image. So rest assured, he hasn't gone anywhere. He's still part of us. Yeah, Moses, we see him. Okay, good. So, anyway, before we start drawing, okay, these are the Beetle commandments, all right? There are no rules. These are just the only things that I want to run past you before we get started, okay? When you draw along, all right? Number 1, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? So when you post your drawing in the Discord after the chat, I don't want to hear anything that's like, my drawing sucks, this looks like shit, I shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. It's never true. And it's not helpful. And it's honestly just makes everybody uncomfortable. I'm just being honest, all right? You don't have to say anything like that. If you are not happy with how it came out, you can absolutely say, hey, this didn't exactly come out how I wanted. Next time I'll do this. Or ask for advice. Can anybody give me feedback? On what I should try next time. There's a nice way to say something like that. But I don't want to hear anything just like, yeah, I probably won't be drawing again, guys. Dude, no. All right? Don't be too hard on yourself. It ain't worth it. Number 2, okay, go at your own pace. I'm going to draw nice and slow, okay, super easy. And as you can see, I'm watching the chat very closely. So if you feel like I breeze through something, if I don't explain something right, I'm going to be drawing things, explaining things line by line, all right? You should be able to follow along just fine. But if it's just not clicking, if something's not happening, just let me know. I'm watching the chat. We'll go back and I'll do it again, okay? And number 3... try new things. It's how you get better. So, as OC has pointed out, this might be my sign to draw more, tap into my creative ancestors. Okay, that's great. You absolutely should. When you're drawing on days off that we're not drawing, okay, I like to draw things kind of easy so we can all, because it's makes for better material that we can all work on together. But you might be working on a project that's a little bit longer or more difficult, okay? If you have an idea that pops into your head but you're I really want to draw a gorilla smoking a cigar. I think that would look super fucking epic. It would look epic, but you're I've never drawn a gorilla before, and I feel like the anatomy of him sitting and with smoking a cigar, it's just I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. No, stop. You need to draw it. You have to draw it. Because if you're just I just draw flowers, then this is my, this is all I do. This is my thing. I just draw flowers, and you only know how to draw flowers. That's great, but you're never gonna improve, you know what I mean? And you're gonna have all these ideas that you're gonna become increasingly afraid to try something new because you've just never done it. And I'll tell you, and I've said this a bunch of times, so if you guys have been watching for a long time, I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but in this time that I've been doing Beetle Moses, that muscle, that brain muscle of, I have never drawn this before, and I'm scared, to fuck it, we ball. There's always you're gonna have one thought: Whittle baby is scared, and fuck it, we ball. And when you start, that length of time is it might be like this, but you work that muscle. And now, I'm telling you, because I've drawn a million things I'm not bragging, I'm literally just telling you, over the course of this year and a half that I've been, drawing, I've had so many ideas that I'm I have never drawn this before. I have no fucking clue how this is going to go, but I'm just going to pull up a reference, you know what I mean? And just try. Sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not that successful. Sometimes I redraw panels all the time. Sometimes half of a comic comes out good, but I don't like the other one, and I'll redraw it, and then Magic of Photoshop, baby. Just fucking mash them together. And now, when I have an idea that I'm like, I've never drawn this before, in a split second, I swear to God, I'm like, fuck it, we ball. And I had to work to get to that point. It doesn't mean that I know how to draw everything. It means that I'm quicker on the draw when I have something that I've never drawn before. But the whole thing is you gotta just you have to work that muscle by trying new things. You should never be afraid to draw something new. So that's what I'm trying to encourage. All this is what I'm trying to encourage, right? You should be drawing. You should just be drawing. It's good for you. And hopefully this, hopefully this and the Discord and dude, there are artists in the Discord who are more talented than me, nicer than me, funnier than me. Like the community itself is super fresh. So if you want to be in there and, and just like feed off of that energy, I strongly encourage it. Okay? Everything I'm doing, all you guys can do. I swear to God. Anyway, if anybody gets a little negative in the chat, I'm gonna more handsome, more swole, smoother bowel movements, like all that. I promise you. And it's all in the chat. I'm just facilitating. Incredible energy on the stream. Our Radio Free Tote Bag Dono, I love you, baby. Anyway, so let's get started drawing. I think this is gonna be a nice, easy drawing. I think you guys will really like it. I think you can get creative with it. So if you feel a little bit more comfortable, like as we're drawing, and you want to get a little wacky with it, you absolutely should, feel free to get a little crazy. But I'm going to show you how I like to draw robots. This is always kind of my go-to if I need to draw something, especially like on the fly. If somebody's like, "Can you draw me a picture?" I'll usually draw this because it's like just like fun and easy. It's like simple lines, but I also feel like it looks cool. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to have in your bag. Every artist should have one thing like that, I think, that you could just kind of like whip out. This is my thing. So anyway, here's how I draw it. Everybody got your pen and paper? Start with a square. I'd like to draw the head as a cube, which probably a lot of you guys already know how to draw, but we're going to break it down, so I just draw a square. Or I guess call it a rectangle. Like that. All right. Then, across the bottom third, I just draw another straight line. Okay. And then under that line, what's the resolution of this paper? Here, 28, it says right, it's covered at the thing, but it says it's 2880 by 2160. But I'm just like, I'm winging it. You can do this on a square. You can do this on anything. 2880 by 2160. Now across this sort of bottom thing that we just created, I'm going to just you want to make sure that they're evenly spaced. I think that helps it to look a little bit cleaner, but I'm going to draw lines across. So let's say I'm going to draw 4 lines. And above that, now in this upper 2/3, I draw these 2 semicircles. So kind of the bit that I do with the robots like this is I sort of repurpose basic sort of machinery things to look anatomical. So for the eyes, I'm creating these sort of like dials. And I draw those 2 lines for the pupils, so to speak. Now, something I like to do, because I think it just adds a little flavor, but, to each their own, I like to add like a cracked tooth in there. And now off to the side, this is the part that makes it a cube. I'm going to create 2 diagonal lines parallel to each other. And then another line that's parallel going straight up to connect. Whoops. Don't love how that connected. There we go. It's bad. At the top here, we're going to handle the bottom in a sec. But at the top here, I am going to... How's everybody doing so far? I'm not going too fast, right? I'm going to make a light bulb. And now, try to also remember... I'm glad you're taking things positively. You're a legend. You're a legend, baby. Remember that the center here is not... This is like a little bit more difficult. I don't know how I'm going to explain this properly, but the center of the square that we drew is not the center of the cube necessarily. I would actually say I'm going to try to place this light bulb back here-ish. Because on the actual plane, if I draw the light bulb, I'm going to draw a light bulb. But if I draw it here, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't quite look like it's positioned right. I want to draw it pretty much over this like first eye. Creating a light bulb. Curve. A couple lines. And then, how did I do that? Oh yeah, it's like that. Basically just made a little... You can also, if you want to make it easier for yourself, make a little curly Q. Still looks good. Now, skipping this bottom bit in a sec, and I'll explain why. But we're going to work on the torso, which is basically just another rectangle. But this one's a bit bigger, and it's more elongated. Okay. From, once again, let's say not the exact middle, but probably in the second quarter of it. Watch what I'm going to do. Straight line, curve, straight line. Does the robot guy have a name? What do you guys think? What would you name him? Or her? Or them? Daniel MK the Second. Who's that? Gobbler the Sex Robot. Okay. It's getting more deranged this time. It's Gobbler. It's. Now that I've drawn this neck, this is sort of how I tend to draw everything, really, is like Gabagoolator MK1. This is how I tend to draw everything, is like, and you guys who have been watching for a while know this, it's like, you always want to draw the forefront. I have a mental note. I'm like silently planning in my head what are the foremost objects. You know what I mean? When I'm using pencil, it's easier because I can draw everything and it doesn't matter what's first and last because I'm going to go over it in ink. And then but the point is that when I'm inking it, I'm always drawing the foremost objects first because then it's easy for me to just connect the lines behind it. See what I mean? Just like that. Whoa! Yowlitz just gifted a sub to Mr. Universe Squid. Ahaha, it's two legends in the chat. Ahaha. Mr. Universe Squid, certified chat legend. Yowlitz, baby. Dude, Yowlitz is like, Yowlitz is basically like my sugar daddy. I ain't complaining. You're the best. I'm back. We drawing. We are drawing. I'm drawing a silly robot, but I was saying this is like the robot character that I always like to draw. So it's kind of just like, we're just goofing. I would love to see this in your style, Bottling Sunshine, if you wanted to draw something. If you wanted to bless us with the Bottling Sunshine drawing. That would be so powerful. But I always like drawing this, especially like this is like such a specific thing. But it's like if I'm like if I was like at a like a get together or something and I was drunk and someone was like draw something, and I just needed to draw something that was like zero pressure. Like this was the thing in my bag that I would just be like just draw this character. Because it like pretty much like, especially with all the straight lines and because it's kind of like just like I don't know, it's just like it's like easy to like recreate. Like if I had like a graffiti tag or something, it would probably be something to this effect. I actually did have a graffiti tag for a little while. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but whoa! Metal Waluigi converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. I don't even know what the hell that means. But thank you. I shouldn't be saying this, but if you live in the greater Bushwick area, you may have seen some stickers with a character that looks like this. Something that I can't remember, something like that. Rad Doinks driving the thing. That was something that I used to draw really quickly. Or I would draw a character like this too. Right. It's just like easy. Yeah, but I used to have this frog. This is so stupid. It's funny, I don't feel like graffiti culture is it's a really cold and unforgiving one, and especially when you're just getting started out, you're pretty much guaranteed to be labeled as like a toy, which is essentially like graffiti speak for like somebody who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, or is just making bad art, or like litters like an area with their like tag that looks like really badly thought out. And then if that's not happening, you're getting arrested. So like, I had some friends that were kind of into graffiti in New York, or other artists even that I just thought were really cool, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. And then one of the guys in the friend group got arrested. Like he had just been getting started, and he got arrested, and I was like, you know what? I'm off this shit. Like I just don't want to. It's like I really don't want to go to jail. And also it's like. I mean, part of it is people are doing it for the thrill, and like I'm like, you know what? I really don't. Art is something that like I really enjoy the sort of like independent, like sort of quiet, relaxing, meditative nature of art, and I did not find that feeling. It's fun. It's like silly and like kind of like getting drunk and going to the club type of way. You know what I mean? Not something I do all the time, but like it is fun. But, yeah, not really something that I wanted to, like, make a thing of, so I stopped doing it. But there was a period of time after that for a while, because the way that you can get away with it is by buying a bunch of, like, eggshell stickers, which are essentially just slaps that when you try to peel them off, they break apart like an eggshell. Like you can't get them off. They're like permanent stickers. Which some of you guys might remember, I still had a bunch of them and I was selling them, not selling them. I was drawing those characters and including them, like these one-of-one stickers in packages with my prints. Now I have new cool stickers that I include in there, but I had some hand-drawn ones that were included in there for a little while I was using some of those like old slaps. And those are great because it requires nothing of you. Like if no one's around you, you can kind of just like take it out of your pocket and just like whoosh, slap it on something and keep walking. So I have a few of those that are like sitting in Brooklyn somewhere, but like my graffiti career was like maybe 2 months long. It was very short-lived. Not my thing. Not my thing. Obviously I'm not going to discourage. I think graffiti is super cool. I follow a lot of graffiti artists. There's a lot of it that's really lame, but there's a lot of graffiti artists that are really cool or just like thinking outside the box with it. And I follow some like very cool pages of like, graffiti artists that have like really unique tags or doing like really wacky shit. There's like one account let me shout somebody out. There's one account called No Can Control. The Squirrel! Subscribe to Tier 1. Down with ads. It's the Squirrel. There's this one account called No Can Control who makes has really, if I was gonna get really into graffiti, it's the type of shit that I would want to do, like really cool use of colors and cartoon characters and stuff. Did you make the sound even quieter? No. Who else? There's a page that I follow that's just called Trash Graph, which is there's this really ironic or kind of ridiculous style of graffiti, which is almost intentionally a lot of tags, especially artists that have been around for a long time, have a very distinct clean looking bubble letter. And then I follow this one page called Trash Graph, which is they use they just look weird, but I like it. I don't know, it scratches a certain itch in my brain that I'm that's really cool. Something that I love following artists that make art that I cannot recreate. You know what I mean? Stuff that's just those are some of the artists that I love the most. Just artists that I'm how the fuck does your brain work like that? You know what I mean? Oh, so the death grips of tagging? Kind of want to pull... Where's my phone? I can pull something up. Let's see here. It's not going to look great on camera, is it? But I just want to show you. Just weird, this, I don't know, it's not going to show up, but I wish it would focus. I could probably pull it up better than this. Just cool, weird looking, somewhat badly rendered drawings, but I'm like the type of shit that if I saw it on a walk, I would be yo, that looks cool. Kind of ugly, but in a way that it's I like this one, honestly. This is the type of graffiti that I would like to see more of, you know what I mean? I know a lot of graffiti just has kind of that same mean look to it of that bubble letter, which is cool and hard to recreate, harder than you would think to recreate, but I like seeing people that are just getting wacky with it. It's cool. Anyway, okay, I've been holding off for a while, so let's keep going. Here's what I'm going to do. The first sort of hand, okay? I'm going to create a circle where I want the hand to be, and this is one of my favorite parts about drawing these characters. The appendages are real noodly, so you can just draw however you want, but I'm going to keep it simple. C shape. You can make it an S, you can make it wacky, and just make it back around to this way. But then when you get, to that little arm bit, when you get to the shoulder, just round it off. Round it off. A little hot dog. Outsider music for graffiti. Yes, very that. That's exactly right. Like graffiti by an untrained hand, but like, you know when somebody's untrained, but they just have that like, je ne sais quoi, I don't know what it is. Is that what je ne sais quoi means? Je ne sais quoi means like, I don't know what. Yeah, that makes sense. Doi. I don't speak French, if you couldn't tell. And then we're drawing these claws, which are just two, like, sort of bubble letter C shapes facing each other. Or parentheses in this case. And then I also like to add a little wing. Grippy at the end. They have that dog in them? Yes. Artists who are able to create that childlike feeling in their drawings or whatever medium is incredible. It's so real. And that's also why, like, I think... it's also part of something I didn't talk about yet on this stream, but like part of the mantra that I have with a lot of these like beginner artists is like, you guys don't realize that if you create as much material as you can right now, you should be making as much material as you can right now, because it is impossible to recreate. Like once you acquire a lot of skills and you draw in a certain way that's very like, I am a good artist. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You should aspire to be a good artist, right, in your eye, but like you will realize, and I realize that as you get better, you all of a sudden there's a door behind you that closes, that's that like childlike, you know, Daniel Johnston like beauty that you just can't, all of a sudden you're like shaking the doorknob and you're like, wait, I'm not ready. You've entered the world of being a good artist and you can't draw bad anymore. Do you know what I mean? You can, but it's like it doesn't have that same like realness. So if you're right now just like, I have all these ideas, but I'm not a good artist. I'm like, dude, that you should draw it, because no one is going to draw it like you right now. No one is going to draw it like you right now. It's like an Avatar: The Last Airbender where he has to forget Katara to achieve control over the Avatar state. Spoilers! But yes. I like to draw these little curves. Remember when you're drawing these lines across here to make them curved? Because that adds to the shape. Just got here. What are we drawing? We're drawing a robot. We're drawing a paranoid android. Hey, yo, sick robot. And then I like actually making like the connecting joint a different color. I'm probably going to color the whole thing in anyway, but I like the black and white. Oh, what do you think of the drawing that I made for the stream announcement? I'm probably going to continue using that as like my stream announcement thing, but I thought that the drawing itself came out pretty fresh. Oh wow, it actually has a lot of likes. Let me see here. Wow, I guess people did like it. Check it out. Wait. Oh, I drew a little graffiti frog in honor of you, comrade. Let's fucking go. I wish I still had one of those stickers. They gotta be around here somewhere, but I was like, damn, this came out really good. I almost like, I don't want this to just be like a throwaway. I'm live on Twitch. I'm like, maybe I'll just continue to use this for some other shit. I don't know what. Okay, let's see. All right, straight line. And I'm trying to keep it at the same angle here, right? So diagonal line connecting. And now let's draw this hand. What should he be doing with this hand? Maybe, I'll make him holding a brewski. Curvy line. That would make a powerful sticker. Yeah, well, that, and also been talking about making a, we need some Cold Cuts merchandise. And, been talking about like really wanting to make something for that, and then I made this one and I was like, this would be kind of a fresh t-shirt design. Be kind of cool. Beetle got to do my show, dude. Peace, Dono. I promise I'm coming on the podcast, dude. I'm sorry. It's been like a grip. I've literally just been. It's been like a whirlwind, but I really do want to come back on. So I promise I'm coming on. All right. I'll text you. Have a good show. Break a leg. Question: how do you make a sticker? Just get some crafts. You can order from different places. There's the popular ones, the ones that I've used before, which I don't want to talk about them because they make really good quality stickers, but it takes a really long time to receive them. But it's because they're kind of small companies. Is Zug Monster and Sticker Mule. Sticker Mule is slightly faster turnaround time, but there's also, you'll probably have like a local like sticker printer as well that you can create them. Sticker Mule will send you free hot sauce. They didn't send me free hot sauce, but that's awesome. But yeah, so I have these very fresh stickers, which I'm working through right now. Very powerful. And I already have the next lineup of stickers too, but I don't want to I got to work through these first. But I have these stickers, which are included in orders. Beetle Moses stickers, which are included in the orders when you place them with me for free. Whenever you place an order with me, well, a print order I should say, because the t-shirts come from a outside place. But when you order, you always get a free sticker. And I have some new ones that I'm also excited to roll out. But these are a really fresh design, and I wanna continue. I'm gonna drop these until I run out. I usually keep a couple for my friends and family. So there's not that many left. So if you like that sticker, you should get on that shit. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him a brewski. This is getting a little wacky because I'm trying. Remember how I'm always drawing the most forefront object? I'm gonna draw the bottle. Oh, by the way, I cannot believe I didn't mention this yet. Speaking of podcasts. Dude, yesterday for Cold Cuts, we recorded an episode, a dual guest episode. We had the director of Skinamarink, Kyle Edward Ball, who is amazing. Absolutely love that guy. Creative genius. Super fascinating to talk to. And we've had him on. And also, another reason I love him, separate reason aside from his own creative endeavors, big fan of Cold Cuts on the Patreon. Also a Cold Cuts patron. Can you believe that? The director of Skinamarink. He told us he's watched all of the episodes, including the Patreon exclusive ones. Crazy, which is a lot of episodes. And he's been on now 3 times, including the one that we've ordered, that we recorded yesterday. This time we got him, and making a second appearance, we got Your Movie Sucks Adam, YMS, on the podcast as well. And the 4 of us, me, Yellow Swag, Skinamarink, and YMS, were all talking last night for I swear to God, it was 3.5 hours we were talking. It was extremely pog. If you like movies in general, I think it was just a fresh conversation about movies. Both of those guys are just creatives that I have an insane amount of respect for. It's I feel this way about a lot of the guests that we've had on, almost all the guests that we've had on, but it's really hard for me to not gush sometimes about I'm dude, I fucking love I love the shit that you make, and especially talk about creatives that make things that are so vastly different from the type of art that I make. You know what I mean? When you find an artist that's really good at what they do and you're dude, this is totally different than something I would make. It just hits that sweet spot. It's like a freaking Wendy's baked potato with extra sour cream on it. You know what I mean? So having those guys both on was awesome. And we talked for a long time. That full episode is going up Patreon exclusive on Friday. It's gonna be in the Cold Cuts Patreon. Tuesday, we're gonna drop a sort of a sneak preview to it on YouTube. Like we might drop like first half an hour. It's a long episode, so we'll probably drop something like that, first half an hour, something like that. But if you want to watch the full thing, that's gonna be on the Patreon on Friday. Such a fresh episode. I freaking love those guys, and it's like that is talk about an imposter syndrome moment. I'm like, what am I doing on this call? Like these guys are like so good at what they do, and I'm sitting there like, hi, I love your movies. They're awesome though, and just really 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 cool to have on. So, yeah, if you're not a Cold Cuts patron, I'm sorry, baby, but like, what do you, come on. If you want more Beetle content, if you want more everything, it's all right there for you. I swear. You get early access to comics from me, from Yolo Swag Studios, access to comics that never make, never see the light of day. Plus, there's like 60, 70 bonus episodes on there too. Like, and you get access to the Cold Cuts Discord, and we have a Minecraft server, and you get shit mailed to you. It's like, dude, I mean, it's crazy. Bottling Sunshine's being very nice to me. Hey, where'd my chat go, by the way? I just noticed the chat is, like, not working. What's going on here? How long has the chat not been on screen? That's curious. Very curious. Oh, okay, now it seems to be on. Hasn't been on screen at all. I, like, literally just noticed. Anyway, Bottling Sunshine, that's really sweet. Said, yo, you're amazing at what you do. I'm so happy you've been able to talk to the peeps you admire. Well, I wanted to talk to another peep that I admire tonight, but she broke my heart. She couldn't come on because a certain dog had to have a little surgery. I'm just kidding. I really do want to get you on here, though. I'm being for real. That'd be really fun. I think it'd be really fun to draw with you. I had a really good time drawing with Yola Swag, and I think it's like fun just to have other people on there, especially... No, don't say fuck Roscoe. I think it's like... I don't know. I think it's funny that, like... not funny, but... I talk about this sometimes, how drawing it tends to be a bit solitary, right? You know what I mean? There's not always, like... And which is nice. I think it's, like, nice sometimes to be solitary, but, you kind of, like, want to, sometimes it's fun to just, like, draw with other people. And you forget that that's a thing, you know what I mean? That, like, bouncing off of other artists. Like, anytime you talk to another artist that you respect, even sometimes when you talk to artists that you don't really like that much, you're going to learn, I swear you're going to learn something new. It's true. Every time I talk to a creative person, I learn something. I'm always like, oh, or I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I hadn't like thought about it that way. Every time. So, I'd love to have you on. Can you have a Gen X or Boomer guest draw with you? Let me think. Who do I have that I can... Oh, you know what I see is actually the thing is that this chat is just like disappearing very quickly. But maybe that's something I can set in Streamlabs. It'd be pretty fresh to get some people for a Gartic phone too at IMO. That would be really fresh. Yeah, we've been playing so much Minecraft on the Cold Cut server with the patrons that we actually haven't played Gartic phone in a little while, but we're definitely overdue, especially because we have like a wave of like new patrons in there, because Vosh had recently posted a clip of us, which was so funny. He posted a clip of us, like, and I don't know what we were talking about, but it was like fresh off of Yola Swag being in some hot water for posting. He had like a cake for his birthday that his cousin made him that looked like boobs, and he like, I don't know, people were not happy about it on Twitter or something. I don't know if that was related to it, but then we were talking about that a bit on stream with Vosh, and then Vosh like reposted a clip or a bit that featured the two of us, and we got a comment on our video that literally was like, it was like men and a trash can, and I was like, we're still doing this? We're still doing the men are trash bit? in 2023? Are we past this shit? Tit cake canceled. It was so funny seeing people call YOLO a leftist, which, yeah, he was like, I cannot believe they're calling me a leftist cis male. I was like, sorry, dude. I was so mad that he ate around the boobs. I'd be in their face first. Yeah, I was like, it was just funny that people got upset about it at all. It was like, really, guys? I was like, what's going on? Okay, sorry, I'm drawing at like a snail's pace here, but hopefully everybody's been able to, follow along. All right, here's how I like to draw the bottom thing. That just happened. He's right behind me, isn't he? Holds up Spork. So that just happened. All right, so I like to draw this weird, what would you call this? Like an eggplant? It's not quite a triangle. It's not quite an oval. It's like a bean. But what you want it to be mostly flat on the ground and kind of up here. Going up here. Okay. Yeah, like a chunky carrot. Okay. Now watch what I do here. Watch closely. Kind of like a rounded cone. I'm going to keep it close. I'm drawing bumps, but I'm keeping it close until I get to the edge. Straight line. Down. And bump it, keeping it close again, around the carrot. And we made it. Couple straight lines. See where this is going? And I'm making these circles to fill in the empty spaces, just like that. See that? And inside, smaller circles. To make this, what would you call this? Somebody who's like somebody would know. What do you call this thing? It's not a wheel. What is this thing called? Under like a tractor. Treads. Create like a tread. Are you seeing this in your head? C-Phase says, are you seeing this in your head before you start? How do you plan out the angles? This kind of thing, I would say this is sort of a standout like example because I've drawn that. I see what you're going there for, but I don't think that's the. I think that only works in. Wait, there is a Beetlejack. There is a Beetlejack. This type of drawing, which I've drawn, like I've mentioned, like a lot, like this particular robot character. There's the Beetlejack. I'm like kind of just, yeah, I sort of just see it in my head, but also it's kind of not even seeing it in my head. Like actually, even when we started this, I was like, am I going to give him legs? Am I going to give him wheels? Because you could draw legs the same way, like the noodly appendages, but I kind of feel like for these purposes, since I'm showing you guys how to draw it, it's better to have a variety. I love you, Beetle Molasses. Levy the Leviathan. I love you, baby. I love you, Beetle Molasses. But so I kind of was just trusting that I knew where I was going with this. But typically, when I'm drawing something, I am plotting it out. Like for example, like how I kind of whipped this out. Like this was the comic that I drew yesterday. I drew kind of like a story, like a really rough storyboard for it. This was the valedictorian one. So the guy's like, drawing in class again, are we? Which is something that I did get in trouble for a lot in school. And then he invented a flying device, and then valedictorian. In this case, I did. And then when I actually draw them in my notebook, I'm pencil first. I'm always pencil sketching. Here's the drawing that I made of the Beetle crawling out of the computer that I did as my like Twitch advertisement. Pencil first, and then I go over it in ink. And when I'm drawing stuff that's more like bodies, like the comic that I posted today, for example, I'm drawing like stick figures first to plot out the anatomy, then I'm drawing them over in pencil, and then I'm inking it. So yes, so I am always plotting things out when I don't know what I'm doing. But for this type of stuff, like this type of cartooning, which is like a character that I've created a bunch of times over and over and over again, I'm just kind of winging it, basically. But I'd highly encourage you to plot things out, basically. I always jump in pencil first. No harm in plotting things out. All right, another little curvy line. This little tube like that. And connecting the box just like that. And now I think let's create another layer. Oh, what happened? Whoa! What? What's going on? Whoa! 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 Come on, Credo, what's going on, dog? Oh, is that not the button? Is that why it's fucking with me? Whoa! Okay, that's not the new layer. This is the new layer. No, that's a copy. This is a new layer. Bring it right there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now make this a little bit larger, and let's start coloring him in. And I'm gonna make him this kind of this color. Nice. There we go. This is the moment when I would realize I was drawing in the background the whole time. Good thing I'm using paper. Yeah, I would. I honestly, I mean, my like method, which a lot of you guys already know, is that I actually forgot something. Wait, I don't want to color him in yet. Actually, forgot an important part. This is actually, I think, especially where you can get like creative. But I'll show you guys what I typically do. What size was this? 16. I typically put a square here. Whoops. Square on the chest. And I actually like to color it in kind of like, fuck it. That was wrong. Yeah, it's okay, I'll just move it later. And then I like to color it in dark green. Do one of those like that with graphic tee. Hey, glad I finally caught one of these streams. Thank you, Affiliant0. I'm glad you got to catch it too. Ooh, this is the story of a girl. What the hell is this? No. I don't love that. There we go. I don't want to have to do that every single time. Okay, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, make this bigger. Yeah, I really do have fun with these streams. I think, like, I also didn't want you guys to think that just now I got a new computer and I was like, yeah, gaming streams, yeah, guest streams, and that we weren't going to do classes anymore. Because I mean, these classes aren't going anywhere. I love it. But I do love having, like, a little bit of variety. And it's fun to bring other people on. I think it's funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is definitely Fender vibes. I think it's like, and I think it's just a helpful sort of like experience. Like, I think it's good to see other, especially, the one that we were talking, when I was talking with Zach, you guys would have to go back and tell me if there was anything like insightful there. I know we were mostly just goofing around. But it is really helpful to talk to other artists about their experience. I think we did. I think we talked about like when he started, or you know what I mean? He kind of started late, but he also said like his, he also said, oh yeah, I remember this. He said that one of his friends, like he was drawing something and he had like a friend in, I don't know, at boarding school or something, that literally would ask him to draw things and then would like perfectly copy what he was drawing. And I think that friend now is like still uploading his art, like posting new shit like on the regular. And so he was kind of like, look, you could pretty much get started on your art career by just copying creators that you like. You know what I mean? Like, you want to find your own voice, but at least it can kind of help you get your footing. I think it was the football chat, yeah. But yeah, it's always like, it's cool to, oops. It's cool to know how to draw. And then it's really, and then, what you end up finding along the way, and it's funny, it feels like especially, I keep seeing people say this now, and it felt like, I don't know why it like took me forever to unlock this point in my brain, and then I finally like got there, and now I see a lot of other creatives saying this, and I'm like, why was this advice, why did I not feel like I heard this advice like earlier on, or it just didn't click with me for some reason. But like I spent so much of my artistic like journey at the beginning trying so hard to emulate other artists that I really like, people who I still really respect and admire, trying to be like, I wish I could draw like that, trying, and like, not actually embracing the things that I'm good at, because I was so preoccupied with trying to draw a certain way, I had like forgotten how to kind of be an honest artist to myself. Became too obsessed with trying to do a certain thing. You know what I mean? And I promise you're going to figure it out the hard way if you don't figure it out the easy way, that authenticity, honesty, being yourself is like one. Your goal should not be to be the greatest artist of all time. Your goal should be to be the greatest version of you, because once you unlock that, no one can do exactly what you're doing. Nobody. And once you unlock that, you're just going to start traveling, that you're going to be like, oh, wait, it's like you've like all of a sudden like dug this little hole, like this like little niche hole for yourself, and you're like, wait, what the hell? How deep does this thing go? And you just keep going, and you're like, holy crap, and then you like found your voice. And then you start creating stuff that nobody is creating. It took me a fucking forever to get to that point. I'm still kind of getting there. I'm still getting over a lot of my like past, like, oh, I should draw like this. I wish I could do this. You know what I mean? Still getting over it. I see. So what you're saying is I should copy your comics and re-upload them. Yes. I might have a little idea with this guy. It might take a while to finish. That's cool. I don't even draw, but I love these streams. Super relaxing. Love the variety. Also, the game streams are real fun. Oh, dude, thank you. Yeah, you know what? It's funny. The game streams, like, I know in a way they're dime a dozen, because it's like kind of the go-to what people like to stream is like. But I have to say, it is so fun to do gaming streams, and it's like I could just go for so long. As much as I love doing these drawing classes, but I'm telling you, like, look, how long have we been going? Almost 2 hours, and it's like by the end of it, because I've been talking the whole time and drawing, I'm like, I'm spent, dude. I'm like, I can't do like a marathon stream like this, really. The subathon was the only exception. We were streaming for like 9 hours. But even that was kind of a variety. But the freaking gaming streams, I could just go and go and go, basically. Let's see if I can get some rust on there. This is the story of a girl who went and met your baby world. Art is easy if you go insane. All the good artists do it. That's true. Automatically makes you unique. That's so true. That's real. How'd everybody's thing come out? I am actually gonna let me make a little. You can hardly see that. Look at that. Amazing. Yeah, I kind of got that going on with me. Like, I keep feeling like I'm not doing good at my stuff, but I remember people in the art Discord and my friends talking about how much they love my art, Mort and Gary, and I remember that people still like my stuff and that I'm doing good. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the other thing. Also, great, like, part of the conversation that we had yesterday on that Kyle Edward Ball and YMS thing was, like, how every single artist goes through the, what's the word? What is the word that I'm thinking of? Imposter syndrome. Where you're like, why do all these people think I'm good? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like, dude, everybody feels that way. Everybody. I get that shit all the time. I got it literally when I was talking to those guys yesterday. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Do I belong in this little, like, clique? But you gotta just sign. That's the part of, like, it's good to have, like, be able to give yourself feedback and, like, grow, because that's going to help you grow and help you, like, chisel out what kind of artist you don't want to be. But there is a certain, like, point in your voice where you need to be like, okay, that the negative part that's telling me, like, you're not good enough, that part is just not helpful. You know what I mean? That voice is not going to take you anywhere. But what if I'm not good enough to have imposter syndrome? I bet you are good enough. You're good enough. I promise. And I think the thing is it's all about just continuing to practice. Just practice. Like, I swear that's an Onion joke, by the way, not one. Okay. I was like, I really hope you don't actually feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way, and nobody should. But I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I know I keep talking about my experience, like, as an artist this year, but it's, like, just the fact that I've drawn, like, I don't want to exaggerate, but, like, maybe it's fair to say, like, 2,000 hours. You know, how long has it been? Like a year and a half? I'm not going to do the numbers, but somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 hours since last year. Like, my skill set, and also what I was talking about earlier about how quickly I could just jump from I don't know what I'm doing to fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? Like, all of that happened over the course of the last year. Like, I had so much self-doubt, and then I don't know, something just clicked where I was like, well, if I don't start now, this is what I have to be doing. So I gotta get started at some point, and then here we are. You know what I mean? I just, like, and part of it was the charmed part, the part that it was like, I don't know if it was luck or I'm just, like, #blessed, but, like, having all you guys be able to experience the journey with me. Some of you guys are, like, new Beetle Moses fans. Some of you guys have been with me since I, like, just started, but, like, all in all, new and old, all friends and fans has been just, like, yeah, like, from the jump, everybody's been super encouraging and cool, and, like, you know, anytime that I get some like bullshit comment or something, it becomes like an inside joke, you know what I mean, among the community. Like everybody's just like that's, and I don't know what I did to foster that kind of environment, or if I'm just lucky to have you guys, but like I like I feel so indebted but also inspired and invigorated to keep making stuff for you guys, and like for myself, and because we're all a part of it. And I was really lucky to feel like I had that like early on, people that were watching what I was doing and were just like very like engaged and interactive, and like that kept me going in those early stages, because the early stages are tough. It's still tough sometimes, you know what I mean? It's waves. You go through waves. Blue Cricket Gel says, been a fan on Insta for a little bit. Glad I caught a stream. Your style is so uniquely lovable, especially the critters and creatures. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. And yeah, and actually I'm kind of been in my head about like I haven't drawn comics that feature like animals, bugs in a while, and like, which is some of my favorite work that I've done and some of my audience's favorite work. But you know, I have a longer idea that I've mentioned really briefly that it's too soon for me to say anything about, but it features the bug characters. This is going to be like my next big project that I'm working on, which is exciting. But I also kind of feel like, you know, it's fun. It's especially fun to draw those, and I kind of want to get back into some of those ideas. I've been drawing so much recently that I almost feel like I get to these points where I'm like, the well has run dry a little bit on like the ideas, but I'm in a point now where I'm like, I know it's not permanent. I just have to wait for it to rain again, so to speak. So like, I'm kind of like, you know, let me focus on some other stuff. I can be streaming and hanging out with you guys in other ways, and also spending time with my friends and family, and just like that's also a really good source of inspiration, is just like joking around and hanging out with people, and like letting those ideas come back naturally. Sometimes I feel good about muscling through on writer's block by just drawing stuff that's like popping into my head, even if I'm like, this is not going to be anyone's favorite comic, but I'm just going to draw it anyway, because like I just need to like keep cycling through. You know, sometimes when you have a cramp, it's like good to go to the gym because you kind of get that muscle working and the blood flows over it. Sometimes it's like the same way with ideas. It's like you got to just like let me just go through the motions to get the juices flowing again. Targeted practice and tracking your improvements over time has helped spark motivation as you see yourself grow. Drop all comparison making. Real and true. Duck and Krill department, give me Fauci's address. Dachshund Krill. Which channel do we post our drawings in? You can post them in the Inktober and Stream Art, which I probably should just rename to just Stream Art, but it was where we were doing our Inktober stuff, and it's also where everybody's dropping their drawings from the stream. But, you know, I don't think anybody's going to smack you with a ruler if you put it in like Art General or anything like that. What else can I tell you? This robot is wet AF. You can't turn with one... Wait, what? You can't turn with one track. His ass is not going anywhere else. He's just going in a straight line. It's like, get out of the way! Well, nobody mentioned this, but also, I probably shouldn't say this because it ruins it, but like anatomically... This wouldn't work. He's just got a big-ass pole going straight down into the middle. There should be a space in the middle of these treads here. There's like no way that he would be able to get through that there. All right. While you guys are finishing the drawing, don't touch that dial. I gotta just plug a couple things for you that's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for me. Obviously, I've mentioned the Discord. Oh, well, first of all, if you've been watching and you don't follow me here on Twitch, I would appreciate a follow, because if you had fun watching this, if you hit follow, you'll get a notification the next time I go live, and it won't just be like a happenstance, like, oh, how sublime, I happened to see that Beetle was posting about it. This way you'll actually know that I go live, and you can just tune right in. So hit that motherfucking follow button. If you want to join the Discord, I would really highly recommend that. You can type !Discord into the chat. It's totally free to join. That's where everybody's going to be dropping their drawings. I think there's probably already, let me actually look. I already see some, I just looked over at Discord and there's already drawings trickling in. So if you want to see everybody's drawing at the end here, they're waiting for you over there, and that's where you can share yours as well. It's also just a great community. I think there's like a lot of really cool artists, smart people, funny people over there doing all kinds of wacky stuff. So if you want to just be part of that community, get motivated, be drawing more, get some inspiration, and just talk about art and, you know, all that jazz, I'm in there. And I mean, if you're a Twitch sub, we're going to do a VC. I'll plan one in the next few days. We'll probably do one. Next, the Patreon. Obviously, phenomenal community as well over there, and just so much freaking bonus content. That's patreon.com/coldcuts. That's me and YOLO Swag Studios. We have so much, like the episode that I've been talking about with Kyle Edward Ball and YMS, that's going to go, it's like a 3 or 4 hour episode where they're just talking about art and movies, and those two are both geniuses that I respect so much. That's going to be a Patreon exclusive. Plus, like, so much bonus content. You get early access to Beetle Moses comics, early access to YOLO Swag Studios comics. You're in the Patreon Discord, which is basically like joining a group chat with, like, I swear to God, it's like one of the coolest communities on the internet. So many funny people in there. And then at certain tiers, you get stuff in the mail too. We're also playing Minecraft with the patrons. We're playing Gardic Phone. We're in VC over there, like hanging out. I'm in that group chat all the time too. So, and it helps me keep going. You know what I mean? That's super supportive, and I'd love to have you over there. Look, don't take my word for it. I would say our retention rate in the Discord and the Patreon is really good because Trash Bin's official. That's a Discord celebrity. Our retention rate is good, and I think it speaks to the fact that it's just a phenomenal, cool community, and you get your money's worth, baby. It's awesome. And then finally, one last thing: if you want something else really cool, if you've been a Beetle Moses fan for a while, but you haven't checked out my long comic, I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna really like it. I'm really proud of how it came out. Unfortunately, for the foreseeable future, it doesn't look like it's gonna be published into any type of like physical copy. So if you want to read it, the way to do it is going to be through my web store, which is linked up top there. That's on my Big Cartel, just beetlemoses.bigcartel.com. That's linked up in my little Twitch bio there. I would love if you checked out Druzy. That's the name of it. It's the first thing there on my website. You can download it, and it's not too big of a commitment. You probably read the whole thing in like a half an hour. Yeah, that's on the Patreon too, as a matter of fact. What else can I tell you? This is going to be a VOD, which is going to be available on my YouTube channel, which Nightbot has been dropping periodically, but that's also just youtube.com/@BeetleMoses. You can check out all of the previous VODs on there as well. Thank you to everybody who subscribed today. Thank you to everybody who was watching and chatting and hanging out and drawing. I'm really excited to see everybody's drawings. And yeah, I actually think I might go live with a gaming stream tomorrow midday. So if you like kind of hopped in late here and you didn't feel like you got your fill of content, I think I'm going to go live tomorrow, not for drawing, but for gaming out. Yeah, it's going to be a gamer stream. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to eat something. Remember to drink some water. And I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you later.